Hello friends, welcome back to Knowledge Factory. Today I am excited to unfold Steal Like an Artist, which was written by Austin Kleon. He is a New York Times best-selling author and he is just 39 years old. His most successful books are Steal Like an Artist, Show Your Work, Keep Going, Steal Like an Artist Journal and The Newspaper Blackout. I love this book because those myths about original will completely die. Is there anything original in this content creation world? Here, author argues that no work of art is completely original. All artists steal ideas. Pablo Picasso said, good artists copy, great artists steal. Though stealing sounds negative, this book offers compelling arguments why it is not, at least when it comes to creativity. Secondly, this book is extremely helpful for anyone who is wishing to boost their creativity, especially artists, designers, architects, content creators, who is in the field of creative profession. Austin Kleon explains 10 things about being creative. Let's see them one by one, and let me begin the video with one of my favorite lines. Nobody is born with a style or a voice. We don't come out of the womb knowing who we are. At the beginning, we learn by pretending to be our heroes. We learn by copying. So the first lesson is steal like an artist. All artists know nothing is original. All creative work builds on what came before. Every brand new idea is a mashup or a remix of one or more previous ideas. If you want to be an artist, so your job is to collect good ideas. The better ideas you collect, the more you can choose from to be influenced by. Artists selectively collect things they love, so if you do this, your work will appear authentic. Every artist gets asked this question: where do you get your ideas? The honest artist answers, I steal them. First they figure out what's worth stealing, then they move on to the next thing. Everything is up for grabs. If you don't find something worth stealing today, you might find it worth stealing tomorrow, or a month, or a year from now. Always have a notebook and a pen with you, wherever you travel. Get used to jotting down your thoughts and observations. Keep a swipe file. If you see something worth stealing, put it in the swipe file. Use it when you need inspiration. Next, don't wait until you know who you are to get started. It's in the act of making things and doing our work that we figure out who we are. Do not wait until you know who you are. Nobody is born with a style or a voice. At the beginning, we learn by copying our heroes. So you are ready. Start making stuff today. Tip here is, don't just steal from one of your heroes. Steal from all of them. Wilson Misner said, if you steal from one author, it's a plagiarism. If you steal from many, it's a research. Don't just steal the style. Steal the thinking behind the style and their way of looking at the world. At some point, you will have to move from imitating your heroes to emulating them. Imitation is about copying. Emulation is when limitation takes one step further, outperforming them. Copy your heroes. Examine where you fall short. What's in there that makes you different? That's what you should amplify and transform into your own work. Transforming the work of your heroes into something of your own is how you flatter them, adding something to the world that you only can add. Kobe Bryant says, I have stolen all of these moves from all these great players. I just try to do them proud, the guys who came before, because I learned so much from them. It's all in the name of the game. It's a lot bigger than me. Moving on to lesson number 3. Write the book you want to read. Don't write what you know, write what you like. Write the story you want to read. Whenever you are at a loss for what move to make next, just ask yourself, what would make a better story? Think about your favorite work and your creative heroes. What did they miss? What didn't they make? And what could have been done better? If they were still alive, what would they be making today? If all your favorite makers got together and collaborated, what would they make with you leading the crew? Then go and make that stuff. Draw the art you want to see. Start the business you want to run. Play the music you want to hear. Write the books you want to read. Build the products you want to use. Next, lesson number 4. Use your hands. Your hands are original digital devices. Use them. Find a way to bring your body into your work. John Cleese says we don't know where we get our ideas from. What we do know is that we do not get them from our laptops. The computer is really good for editing your ideas and publishing them into the world, but it's not really efficient at generating ideas. A solution to this might be to have 2 desks in your office or home. One for analog and one for digital. The analog desk has nothing but markers, pens, pencils, paper, index cards and newspapers.
Nothing electronic is allowed on that desk. This is where most of your work is born. The digital desk has laptop, monitor, scanner and drawing tablets. This is where you edit and publish your work. Once you start getting your thoughts, you can move over to your digital station and use the computer to help you execute and publish them. When you start to lose steam, head back to the analog station and play. Moving on, lesson number 5. Side projects and hobbies are important. It's good to have a lot of projects going at once so you can bounce between them. When you get sick of one project, move over to another. And when you are sick of that one, move back to the project you left. Practice productive procrastination. If you have 2 or 3 real passions, don't feel like you have to pick and choose between them. Don't discard any of it. Keep all your passions alive. Creative people need time to just sit around and do nothing. Tomlinson suggests that if you love different things, you just keep spending time with them. Let them talk to each other. Something will begin to happen. Next, number 6. The secret. Do good work and share it with people. When you are unknown, there is no pressure. You can do what you want. Experiment. Do things just for the fun of it. You will never get that freedom back again once people start paying you attention, and especially not once they start paying you money. When you are unknown, there is nothing to distract you from getting better. No public image to manage and no huge paycheck on the line. It's a 2-step process. Step 1. Do good work. There are no shortcuts. Make stuff every day. Know you are going to suck for a while. Fail but get better. Step 2. Share it with people. It was really hard up until about 10 years ago or so. Now it's very simple. Put your stuff on the internet. Don't connect the dots, but share the dots. You don't have to share everything. In fact, sometimes it's much better if you don't. Show just a little bit of what you are working on. Share a sketch or a doodle or a snippet. Share a short glimpse of your process. Think about what you have to share that could be some value to people. Share a handy tip you have discovered while working. The more open you are about sharing your passions, the closer people will feel to your work. People love it when you give your secrets away. And sometimes if you are smart about it, they will reward you by buying the things you are selling. Moving on, lesson number 7. Geography is no longer our master. Build your own world. Find a place that feeds you, creatively, socially and spiritually. Even if you move into a new home, surround yourself with books and objects that you love. Tape things upon the wall. Create your own world. Your brain gets too comfortable in your everyday surroundings. You need to make it uncomfortable. Spend time in another land, among the people that do the things differently than you. Travel makes the world look new, and when the world looks more appealing, our brain works harder. Next, be nice. The world is a small town. Follow the people who are way smarter and better than you. People who are doing really interesting work. Pay attention to what they are talking about, what they are doing, what they are linking to. Find the most talented person in the room, and if it is not you, please stand next to him. Hang out with him. If you are the most talented person in the room, find another room. Moving on, be boring. It's the only way to get work done. Gustav Flaubert says, be regular and orderly in your life so that you may be violent and original in your work. Amazing a body of work or building a career is a lot about slow accumulation of a few bits of effort over time. 1 page a day is not much, but do it for 365 days and you have enough to fill a novel. To stick to your daily routine, use Jerry Seinfeld's calendar method. Get a wall calendar that shows you the whole year. Break your work into daily chunks. Each day when you are finished with your work, make a big fat X in the days box. After few days you will have a chain. Keep at it and the chain will grow longer every day. You will like seeing that chain. Your job now is not to break the chain. Finally, creativity is subtraction. Choose what to leave out. In this age of information abundance and overload, those who get ahead will be the folks who figure out what to leave out. This will enable them to concentrate on what's really meaningful to them. Don't look for over creative work, as creativity isn't about what we put in, it's about what we leave out. That's it from this book. I think this will not only be helpful for the content creators but also for everyone in any field of work who is searching for ideas. This is because they don't want to copy or steal.
This week I would recommend 5 Steps to Success by Endamuri Virendranath. Since my childhood, I've been a big fan of his books. This book teaches us some of the life lessons like winning over weaknesses, developing strengths, and the importance of love and relationship in our lives. Though it sounds a little old school, but still a fantastic book. So that's it for today. See you in my next video. Stay safe. Bye.